Hi everyone, this is Vikas Rajpurohit. In this video, we are going to solve our next SQL query for our project GoodCabs Analysis. So this is the query 8 for our project. This is the primary and secondary analysis. This is the last query. So in this, it is asked that we need to find out highest and lowest repeat passenger rate by city and month. So we need to get the repeat passenger rate. So where this information is present. So this is the table for fact passenger summary. Here we see that repeat passenger information is present, so we need this information from this table, and apart from this we need to get by city and month. So city information is present in this dim city and month is present in this dim date. So whatever the requirement, so it is asked that analyze the repeat passenger rate for each city across the 6 months. Okay, so first we need to get the repeat passenger rate for city by city. Then identify the top 2 and bottom 2 cities based on their repeat passenger rate to determine which location have the strong and weakest rates. Okay, so we need to get top 2 and bottom 2 cities information, and after that we need to get the similar analysis by the repeat passenger rate by months. So here we need to calculate repeat passenger rate by months across all the city. Identify the month with the highest and lowest repeat passenger rate. Okay, so this will help to pinpoint any seasonal pattern or months with the higher repeat passenger loyalty. Okay, so let's start writing our query. So I'm going to write it as a city only, common table expression. So I will start with I will give table name as a passenger. Just going to copy this. Passengers as select from. So here from which table we need information first. We are going to get information from repeat passenger rate. We are going to get this information from fact passenger summary, and I'm going to copy this with the database name only because we have this targets database is the default schema. So we are going to get this information from here, and I will give this alias as P. Okay, so here we are just going to get info for one table only, so I'm not going to give any alias. So what all the information we need from this table, so whatever the info is present, this city ID, we do not have city name, so later we will join with the dim city. We need city ID. I'm just going to write as city ID. After that we do need months as well. I'm just going to copy the month name. So here we are going to extract month data. I'm just going to write month keyword and month. So this is the actual month keyword, and this is the column name month, and I'm going to give this name as months just to differentiate it. SQL is also case sensitive, as we already know that I can even write this only month, but this is going to create confusion, so I'm going to use cap. So we are just extracting months from this month column. We got months, and after this what other information is present in this table. So in this we have new passenger and repeat passenger. So we need both of the columns here. So I'm just going to write this. So we are actually going to group this by city name. Here we do not have city name, but we are going to group it by city ID and month. So group by city ID and months. And here we need this new. From this we need this new passengers. I'm just going to copy this and paste it here as new passenger. Okay, so we are using group by city ID and months, and we already know that whatever column we are using with group by, need to use same column with the select as well. Apart from these columns, if we are using any other column, then we need to use the aggregate function. So here I'm going to use some aggregate function. We need sum by each city and each month. Okay, and we do also need repeat passenger. This is the new passenger total, and we do also need information for the repeat passenger. So for this also I'm just going to write this only repeat passengers, and here also I'm going to use the sum aggregate function. Okay, so seems fine, and let me just quick run this and get idea that what all the information we are getting from this, from passengers. Okay, so here we got this city ID, we got month information, new passengers, as well as repeat passenger. Okay, so next I'm going to write our next, I'm going to create our next table here, and in this I'm just going to get the repeat passenger rate. We are going to find out repeat passenger rate. That is nothing but just a new passenger plus repeat passenger, means total passenger, means repeat passenger would be divided by total passenger. So let's start our query. Before that, let me fix the formatting, and I'm going to give this next table name as repeat passenger rate. Repeat passenger rate. I'm going to give this small as select from. So here, from which table we are going to get information? First, we are going to get information from this table only, passenger table. I'm just going to give alias as P. Apart from this, we do need city name as well. Here we have only city ID only, so I'm just going to join this on this dim city. So I'm just going to copy this with the database name as well. Join on join. I'm just going to give alias C on, and here we have P dot what column we have here. We have this city ID, and this city ID is going to be equal to C dot city ID. Okay, so what all the columns we are required here? So we do need all these columns which are present here in first table only. Let me expand this. We need this city ID. We are going to get a month. We need new passengers and repeat passenger. Okay, so we are getting this city ID, we are getting from the P, from passenger table. We are giving alias P, so we are also getting this month from here. But here we do also need city name. So city name we are getting from the dim city, and I'm going to give alias as city name, comma here, and this information we are getting from P dot new passenger, and this one is also P dot new passenger. Okay, we got our city ID, city name, month, passenger, repeat. Okay, got it. So now we need to calculate one more thing here, repeat passenger rate. We are going to get the repeat passenger rate percentage. So I'm just going to give this column name as repeat passenger rate percentage. Okay, so how we are going to calculate this? So we know that we need to calculate the repeat passenger for the repeat passenger rate. We need repeat passenger divided by total passenger. So simply going to write it as P dot repeat passenger multiply by 100. Then we are going to divide it by total new plus repeat. So this is the repeat, and we are also going to add new. So this is going to be total. This is going to provide us calculation for the each row. Okay, and I'm also going to use round function for more readability, and just giving round keyword, and we are going to give 2 decimal. Okay, so this looks fine. And why it is giving error as repeat? We have given one bracket. Okay, so this is going to close this only. Here it starts new, this close, and where it goes. Okay, so everything looks fine. So I'm just going to run this. Just let me close this one, and now here we are going to get repeat passenger rate. So let's run this and check that what information we are getting. Okay, so we are getting this city ID, city name, we are getting months data, new, repeat, and repeat passenger rate percentage. Okay, till now we got all the information. Now we are simply going to what we need to get other. Here it is ask that, and I repeat rate passenger we already got by city. Okay, repeat passenger rate we got by city. We need to get top 2 and the bottom 2. Okay, so apart from this, we are also going to get average we are going to calculate average as well here. I'm just going to write the new for month and city. We need to get average for the month and city. Average repeat passenger rate by city as select from. So now here we are going to get information from our this table only. What table we have created now, repeat passenger rate, and what information we need. We only need city name. I'm just going to write city name. We need by, we are calculating by city, so city name and just repeat passenger rate percentage. So just going to copy this, but we need average here. We need average, and we are just going to group this by group by city name. Since we are grouping by city name only, then we need to use aggregate function here. Average repeat percentage rate. Just going to give name as average. Okay, let me copy this only. This is and I'm just going to round this by 2 for more readability. Round by 2. Okay, not here. And let me just quick run this and check if we are getting our data correct or our answer correct. Let me just quick run this, and yes, we got repeat passenger rate, average rate per city by city. So now we are going to calculate it by months. So for months also we are going to get the average repeat passenger rate by month, by months as select from. So now from which table we are going to get info? We are going to get info from the repeat rate, repeat passenger rate. So here we are going to group by this by group by month. Here we have this month, and what all the column we are required? We required this month and repeat passenger rate. So I'm just going to copy paste this again. We got month and repeat passenger rate by month. Okay, everything seems fine, and just going to close, and let's get idea that what answer we are getting now. So let me run. Okay, this is the by month 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, for each month we got data. We can identify that what is the highest and the lowest average. Okay, and so now what information we need to get? We need to find out, identify top 2 and the bottom 2 cities based on the repeat passenger rate. So we are going to calculate this top 2 and the bottom 2 cities. So I'm just going to write it here. Top 2 and bottom 2 cities by repeat passenger rate percentage. Okay, so let's write this. We are going to write select from which table we are going to get? We need to get info from city only, repeat passenger rate by city only. So average rate, here it is from city. Let me remove this. And what information we need here? We need city name. So I'm just going to write it as select all, because we have 2 columns only in this. We have city name and the repeat passenger rate, and we are just going to give limit by 2. But before limit, I'm just going to order this by ascending or descending, and this is going to be descending, highest to lowest. Repeat passenger rate, this is the repeat passenger rate, going to give descending, and going to limit this by 2. So here we are going to get the top 2 cities. This is not we actually run this command only. We need to run entire command, but we got this for top 2. We are going to calculate bottom 2 as well, and we are just going to combine these, union all for to combine all data, we are just going to use union all and just going to copy paste same thing. Just one thing here, only one thing is change, that is, let me fix the formatting to make it clear. Select all. This is ascending by default only, but we are going to write. So okay, we got this. So let me just run this. We got highest and the lowest. Now let me run all. Okay, we got 4 data only. So this is the top and this is bottom 2, and order by, if I'm just going to give descending, since we are giving limit, no, this is not going to work. Ascending. Okay, so we got our first analysis, first data, we got top 2 cities by repeat passenger rate. Okay, and now we need to calculate similar analysis, the repeat passenger rate by months. So here we need to get data by month only. So there would be only one thing would be changed. So let me just write this here, just copy paste. Okay, this is not going to copy paste. We need to get months with the highest and lowest only. We are going to get one data only, months with highest and lowest repeat passenger rate percentage. Okay, so here we are going to get our data from, we are just going to copy paste this only, select all from, we are getting this data from month table, select all from month, and we are going to give repeat passenger rate as descending, and here limit would be 1 for the highest and 1 for the lowest, and just going to union all, and here by months, descending 1 limit only. Okay, so let me just comment this because we cannot run 2 queries at a time. So we got, so now here we are going to run for the syntax error, something is wrong. So why it is giving syntax error? Sending, if I just remove this and run again, menu, that's this one, line 51. So where is 51? This line is giving some error. So what it should be, limit 1 months repeat passenger rate. Okay, before that, let me just quick run that if we are getting data by months. Select all from this table from months, and if I run this, okay, we are getting this data. We just need highest and the lowest only from here only. So if I'm going to write this, okay, we got it. So we actually did not provided 1 comma here, that is why it is going, this is giving an error. No, this is not. If I run this, okay, from here we need to give, come on, no, it is not. Okay, still not. Okay, we did not close this. Is that, if I run this again, then yes, we actually done this silly mistake, just typo, did not close this bracket. And okay, so we got our data by months and as well as by city only. Okay, so that is all in this video. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more such projects and videos. In the next video, we are going to create presentation for our data. Thank you.